Happy Thursday. Hope you've had an amazing day. It's Nina Lemtier here, and I just wanted to share with you it was kind of like a light bulb moment extended. But before I get to those questions, I wanted to quickly say, as always, Thursdays I make a bit more of an effort. As you can see, I've straightened my hair. I don't look like I've just rolled out of bed because I've got this fantastic information evening starting at 8 o'clock this evening. And it's literally just 45 minutes of sharing some fabulous products that literally have been keeping me going through all these lovely lockdowns, keeping my mood high, and really and truly just gives me consistent energy to be able to be running after the girls and doing all sorts that I need to get done. So if you want to have a listen, you don't need to have your camera on, and just, have a nosy, just send me a message and I will send you the Zoom link. So the questions, right now, these questions are questions you must ask yourself before, everyone I think should ask themselves this before they leave the earth. It's a bit like places you want to visit, isn't it? Like I think it's called a bucket list. So it's something like that. Now get a pen, because these are really intriguing questions. If you haven't got access to a pen, don't worry, just send me a message and I will send you all of my notes from the coaching call. So when these questions were put to me, as I said, I was just like, wow. So number one, if you didn't have to work for a living, what would you like to do? So if you didn't have to go to work and do, the grind, the Monday to Friday, whatever it is, what would you be doing, with your time? That's the first question. The second question is, if you were given £1 million tax-free, what would you do with it? And you can't say you'll pay bills, because of course you're going to pay your bills. It needs to be something bigger than bills. What would you do with £1 million tax-free? That's the second question. The third question is, if you had 6 months to live on this glorious earth, what would you do for the remainder of the 6 months? And you would be in optimal health, in good health. What would you do? Where would you be for your last 6 months? 6 healthy months. That's question number 3. Question number 4, which is a bit like a bonus question, is if you had what you have, what would it bring you? So imagining all the ideals all the answers you've put down, how would you feel and what would that bring you? Now, when you do this exercise, you really need to kind of have some peace and quiet and really dig deep, because this is a really good exercise to do. To find out what is important to you, what really gets your blood boiling, what would get you out of bed however many hours early that is required to work towards your goals. And this is a really good, because I was speaking with one of my friends who's saying that she's using this time to reflect and kind of be mindful of all these stresses and negatives that she's allowed to kind of manifest in her life. So she's taking this time to really reflect. And these questions are perfect when you are in a reflective mode, when you want to kind of reevaluate where you're at in life, and if you want to change direction, it gives you a really good focus and an idea of what you want to be focusing on in terms of changing direction. So this is taken from a book by John K. Lynch, and it was published first in 1990, so quite a while ago. And it's a great book, self-development book. These questions are really, really key questions. Now, if you feel like you want more of this kind of stuff, I actually have quite a lot of notes. And if you feel like you you feel a bit stuck. Maybe you want to change direction, but you don't really know how to start and where to start, especially if you find that your situation feels quite concrete. Maybe you're in a job you don't particularly like and you don't really know how you're going to transition from a job to maybe your hobby business, maybe a dream hobby business that you want to do, or you could feel like, you know, with all the kids, maybe you've got kids and you feel like, how can I turn my passion into something real? Feel free to send me a message, because I'm actually working with so many different people that have transitioned out of situations that they really didn't want, they weren't happy with, and they're in much more fulfilling places now, being able to do what makes them happy, you know, do what makes them jump out of bed every day. So yeah, if you want more of that, just send me a message and I'll be more than happy to share my resources with you. Thanks for listening and have a fabulous evening. Bye.